Very good morning to all of you. So in the previous session we have discussed about the Kirchhoff current law. So in today's session we will discuss about the Kirchhoff voltage law. Okay. So the statement of the Kirchhoff voltage law is the algebraic sum of voltage around a closed circuit or a loop is zero. So as depicted in this particular figure, V1 is the applied voltage, R1 and R2 are the two resistance. So the drop across the two resistance is given as I into R1, and this particular across this particular resistance is given as I into R2. So the equation becomes V1 minus I into R1 plus I into R2, or we can say that the algebraic sum of the voltage around a closed circuit is equal to 0. So this is the circuit diagram for the experimental setup. Okay. So here we have a three-phase variac which is used to vary the voltage across its range. V3 is the voltmeter which is used to measure the voltage, applied voltage in the circuit. This is the ammeter which is used to measure the total current in the circuit. And V2 and V1 are the two voltmeters which are used to measure the branch voltages in the circuit. And these are the two rheostats having terminals 1 and terminal 2. So these are the two rheostats. Okay, so this is terminal 1 of the rheostat and this is terminal 2 of the rheostat. Same goes for this particular rheostat. This is terminal 1 and this is terminal 2. Now, moving on to the connections for the experimental setup, we have connected the voltmeter V3 across the variac to measure the applied voltage in the circuit. The common of the voltmeter V3 is connected to the common of the ammeter. So this is the particular connection, and the range of the ammeter is connected to the terminal 1 of the rheostat. The terminal 2 of the rheostat is connected to the terminal 1 of the rheostat, and terminal 2 of the rheostat 2 is connected to the range of the voltmeter V1, and the range of the voltmeter V1 is connected to the range of the voltmeter V3. Here the terminal 1 of the rheostat 1 is connected to the common of the voltmeter V2. So this is the particular connection, and the range of the voltmeter V2 is connected to the common of the voltmeter V1, and the common of the voltmeter V1 is connected to the first terminal of the second rheostat. So this is the total experimental setup which is used for the verification of the Kirchhoff voltage law. Now let's proceed to start the circuit. So first we will switch on the MCB, then we will switch on to the switch. So this is a three-phase variac which is used for giving the voltage in steps across the circuit. So let's start. We are increasing the voltage. We have increased the voltage to around 220 volts. Okay. So this is the knob of the two rheostats which is used to vary the resistance, and thereby the voltage drops across the circuits. So as you can see that the voltage which is given by the voltmeter V3, it is around 220 volts, because we have connected the range to the 500 volt knob. So we have to see the upper scale. So the voltage given by the voltmeter V3, it is around 220 volts. Okay, and the current value, it is around 1.15 amperes, and the voltages which is given by the voltmeter V2 and V1, as you can see that it is around 1110 volts for both the voltmeters. So it is clearly established that the voltage V3 is equal to the sum of the two voltages V2 and V1, which establishes the Kirchhoff voltage law. Similarly, we can set the other resistance. We can set the rheostat to some other resistance so that the circuit current is varied and the corresponding voltage drops. So in this case, suppose you have set the voltage V3 around 160 volts. The corresponding current is around 0.6 amperes, as you can see, and the voltages measured by the voltmeter V2 and V1, they are around 80 volts. Okay, so this has been verified in the second reading as well, the corresponding Kirchhoff voltage law. Okay, thank you so much.